Hi guys, welcome back to Pattern Time. For those of you new, welcome to our channel. For any returning viewers or subscribers, thank you for coming back. So we're going to review episode 6, so the season finale of Loki season 2, Glorious Purpose. Yeah. So yeah, well, at the end of this video we will review, rate the whole season as a whole. But yeah, so we'll just get into the review. So it was okay. It might have been maybe the strongest episode of the season, or it was, I think, number 1 or 2.
Yeah.
But it was.
It was more than okay.
It was good. It was good.
Yeah, it was good.
I'm trying to think.
It was
Victor,
good to sick, man.
Yeah, no, obviously, Loki's new. It's not a form, but his strongest version now is what's it? God of Stories.
God of Stories.
So, yeah, I guess I did like that he's now protecting the timelines. He's now become He Who Remains.
The temporal loom.
Yeah, basically the temporal loom. He became the temporal loom after you destroyed it. Which is sick, but I just don't know what the direction is going to be now, because if there's stories about him reuniting with Thor, for me, because he's now become the temporal loom, he can't move.
Yeah.
So is it when he moves the timelines will be destroyed?
Yeah.
No.
So
it will be, because that's
he'll make a clone of
what
himself
happened
to hold it up, and he'll move. I'm telling
That's a
you.
big stretch to say.
Yeah, but
he can do that.
How do
So
you
why
know that?
why didn't He Who Remains do that?
How do you know he can do that?
No,
Exactly.
Kang doesn't have powers.
Yeah, but how do you know
That
he can
can
do
be-
that?
yeah.
He can just do that.
Yeah, but it doesn't matter if he doesn't
different.
have powers, because the MCU doesn't even show that. That's
No, but Kang
hindrance.
can't do it. He can't make a clone of himself. That's obvious.
I think he can, especially
Yeah,
because
but-
Kang is technology
No,
from the future.
Yeah, from a tech.
Anyway,
you can do it with technology.
Yeah, exactly.
Before we debate how the ended and how going past it, this is about obviously the episode itself and the season. So yeah, so the first, I know it was the longest episode of the season as well.
Yeah.
Longest episode.
Yeah, it was.
But I guess the first 20 minutes or so, I didn't really check the time, but first 20 minutes of it just trial and error.
Yeah, it was just
Yeah.
really low key.
Yeah.
Going back to the point where before the loom blew up, and he was just trying to fix it, really trying to fix the
He
situation.
asked Bora straight away,
Yeah.
what could we have done better?
He was trying to basically figure out how to save the TVA.
Yeah.
And all of his friends
Kept
and stuff.
retrying.
So yeah, it was just about trial and error and trying to think, do we need to go earlier? Do we need to go quicker?
Yeah.
All of that was failing with Victor Timely. Victor Timely
He
ended
died
up,
about
he
6 times.
kept dying,
About
basically,
6
and
times.
so he was just finding out different ways, different parts in history that maybe he needs to go back to. But they all kept failing.
Yeah.
And then what was it? He went back in time, I think, and then he spoke to
Sylvie.
No, I thought you spoke to the other guy, Mobius, didn't he? And then he got, there was something
that
Mobius
was
said.
later,
Yeah,
that was
was that later?
Yeah, no, it
Okay,
was
so he
later,
spoke to
but
Sylvie
still.
first, but yeah, there was something he said there was something Mobius said that maybe he had an idea of going back to when she killed.
No, yeah, that was right at the end. We skipped him even going back to He Who Remains.
Yeah, but the point is,
Yeah.
it was trial and error.
Yeah, okay.
Can we do this quicker? Can we do it faster?
Yeah.
Hundreds
It's not
of
working,
times.
it's not working.
Loads of times, and literally.
And then
Anyway,
he got
but
the idea to go back.
Yeah, so that was kind of the first, Daddy said, the first 20 minutes.
20 minutes or so, yeah.
So I would say the next key point was when he went back in time to when Sylvie tried to kill He Who Remains.
Yeah.
Now, obviously, that was just again, a trial and error thing over and over, trying to convince her not to kill him.
Yeah.
Which for me was I don't even know why this is even a thing. She's not stronger than you. So I didn't understand why Loki kept losing it.
No, it's different.
It's not
why
that he
is it
kept
different?
losing them.
Yeah, but you don't need to try and kill her. You can still overpower her. He's stronger.
It's not that
She was never gonna stop. She said that.
That's why he didn't have to
but
kill her.
I'm sure he could have overpowered her. So I thought it was a little bit pointless.
Instead
Maybe,
of killing
He's
her,
stronger.
instead of killing her,
but
just
it's the same
overpower her.
thing.
He's
Okay, that
stronger.
makes sense.
Anyway,
But anyway,
so
they
that
don't
was
wanna
that.
work, yeah.
So that was that. Now, for me, the thing about the time slipping, okay, fine, that's what Loki can do.
Yeah.
When He Who Remains pulls time, and he was like, so how long have you been at this? I was like, he's sick. But then I was like, but then Loki did what he did, and I was like, this kind of sucks, because I don't understand how your time slipping has now made it so that you can now pause time and basically do everything with time that Kang can do. So in my head it was like, yes,
No,
he did.
He did.
He did, because
time.
yeah, He Who Remains was kind of like you haven't figured it out yet, or whatever you can do, or whatever, and then Loki just paused it.
Yeah, he did.
I don't believe you.
Straight away. It was the
He
first
did.
time he paused time, but it was weird that now you just know how to do it and whatever.
And so when I'm looking at it, I'm like, okay. So then I'm thinking, so if Loki can do what Kang can do with time, then why is Kang the villain of this phase?
Different.
Why is it different?
Maybe
It's
not the same
different. I think
level,
Kang-
because
yeah, it's not the
obviously
same
But it
level.
didn't show that it wasn't the
No,
same
He
it
level.
wasn't.
Remains literally knows the future. He knows what's gonna happen.
Yeah.
He's letting him do this. If he really wanted to stop him, he could stop him easily.
Yeah,
Okay,
he's
fine.
not on the same
He's
level
not
as Kang. No
easily.
way.
Good. Well,
He's
because it
not.
wouldn't make sense anyway.
And obviously, He Who Remains didn't realise that Loki was going to obviously do it this way.
Yeah, he gave him two options. He was saying something like, if you
Yeah,
destroy
he
the loom, all of this war will
The
begin
war will
again,
come.
or something like
The
that.
war will
The other
come.
guys will
And
start
it
coming
will
from all of
destroy the
this.
sacred timeline.
But then, and then the other option was you have to kill Sylvie to protect everyone
Yeah,
else.
yeah.
And then Loki, he pretty much just made another wave.
Because he wasn't going to
He wasn't going to kill her.
He wasn't going to kill
And
And
he-
he,
her.
and he knew
weren't
breaking
gonna
the
destroy her.
temporal loom would bring war,
Yeah.
so
he
he
weren't gonna do that.
became the temporal loom.
But when did it click? Oh, he only clicked right at the end that he decided this is how
He
I'm going
knows
to do
what I
it.
need to do.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, then
yeah,
after
yeah.
that, when he left, he went back to season 1 when Mobius captured
Okay,
that one.
yeah,
that's
what
when
he was talking about.
Yeah.
he realised that's what he had to do.
Yeah,
he realised
that's
his
when he
purpose.
realised.
He realised
He
what he
realised
had
his
to
purpose.
do. Yeah.
His glorious purpose. Did we mention
But then he
that?
went back in
Yeah.
time to speak to Sylvie, and after that, wasn't that?
But that was before. That was way
Oh,
before.
that was before?
Yeah. Where he was saying something like, I've tried everything and
Yeah.
nothing's working."
Oh, so that was before Mobius.
Well,
That
you're
was
not-
before
and,
Mobius,
that's when
yeah.
she said, "Yeah, you're not going to get my permission if that's what you say."
Yeah.
Yeah.
That was before.
Yeah, and then she
Mobius
figured
was
out
right
that
at the end.
Yeah.
it was to kill her.
But yeah, and then obviously, this big end scene with him. I mean, I knew nothing about the God of Stories. I knew nothing about
Yeah.
that. I knew nothing. Yes, obviously he's a god. He always wanted to be a god. No, he always was a god, but he wanted a
Not to
throne.
be king, yeah, throne.
So for him to now take on this new realm, wow.
Yeah, I just think Loki's so broken.
Did
now,
he
like,
know?
honestly.
Did you think he knew when he went down there that this is what he had to do?
Well, he did because he didn't ask
Yeah,
any
from speaking
questions.
to Sylvie and speaking to Mobius, he then knew what he was going to
Yeah,
do.
he trapped
Because he wanted
himself
to
out.
save everyone. He didn't want to get rid of any of those timelines.
Yeah.
And he obviously didn't want the war coming because he knew that it would break. Regardless of what you do, it will break. So like Aaron said, he figured out another way that he could stop war from coming and save all the timelines.
So did he
and his
know-
friends.
How did he know that he wouldn't just get shredded into spaghetti like Victor did?
No, he knew.
He knew he's a god. He can't.
He knew.
Okay.
He probably knew that it wouldn't happen to
It
him.
wouldn't happen to him.
Yeah.
Okay.
Because when he was walking through, I thought he was sick. Because when
Yeah,
I saw things
that was
shedding,
good.
I saw things
Yeah,
shedding.
that was good.
So I thought, is he dying right now? But then
Yeah.
I saw a cape form.
Yes.
I was like,
Yeah.
what?
And then
And then
the
I was
horse
like,
came.
yes, Loki.
The bad man.
Yeah,
He's a
bad man. He's a
still.
bad man. I was like,
Yeah.
yes, Loki.
I mean, he's still better as a mischievous god.
Yeah.
No, I actually like this one. At the end, I started to like him more.
Look, but
No, I mean, he didn't do much still,
I
but
like him more at the end.
I still prefer, the
I
other
prefer him
Loki.
as a villain.
But,
Yeah,
he's
you
sick
can't
still.
say that, but yeah, it's fine. It's fine.
He's sick
Yeah,
still.
it's fine. And after that, he broke the loom, and then what was it? The different branches, the different timelines
It was
were
dying.
floating
All the
about.
other timelines
it
were
was all there,
dying.
yeah.
And then he grabbed it, and
Yeah.
he just gave
Because-
it life, really.
Yeah, give it
Yeah,
life.
it life.
and because that's what, because when he was dragging all of them together or whatever, I was thinking like what is he doing? Is he like maybe trying to bring all those separate timelines into one timeline, which was the sacred timeline? Because He Who Remains says there's only going to be one left, and that's the sacred timeline. So that's what I thought he was doing. And I think Aaron said, well,
No, I
he
knew
was
he was
just,
giving it life. He was
yeah,
giving
and he
it
was
life,
just
yeah.
rebuilding the temple loom, really.
Yeah.
grabbed
As
all of
him.
them.
As him.
He made like a
Because even like his cape,
stairs for him as
his
well.
cape, if you saw, his cape was timelines. When he was walking up the steps to the throne,
Okay.
his cape was singular line, so
Yeah.
it was joined to his
Yeah.
cape as well. So it's basically saying all of it like goes into him, and he is the temple loom, basically.
Yeah,
That
yeah,
holds
yeah.
all the timelines and stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So yeah, that was sick. I like that
He
bit.
put it all together, and then Well, this was actually Joshua that realised when he put it all together, the branches, it made like the figure of the world tree. I think the Igsil.
In one of the paintings.
I can't remember the name.
Yeah.
It made like a picture of the world tree. So it's just all the branches connected together.
Yeah.
And then he made a throne for himself. And he just sat down.
Because they showed the painting after that B-15 and Mobius was looking at
after.
the tree shape, and that was the shape of Loki and the temporal loom.
So that means we fast forward to the end then. He's sitting now on the throne, all the timelines are now being controlled by him.
Yeah.
That's when we're now back into the TVA.
Yeah, and we see in this new version or whatever, but then we see Miss Minutes again, and she's good, is it? Or they're in control of her. They're in control of her, basically.
I think she'll come back later on.
But let's discuss let's discuss Renslayer. She woke up in some random place, like
she was in the Void Planet. She was on the Void Planet.
Oh, after she was pruned.
Yeah. And the purple thing that she saw was, I can't remember, I keep forgetting the name. You know in season 1, that like...
that smoke thing in the air.
That storm thing
that
was protecting He Who Remains. That's what was there. It was about to kill her. Well, that's what we think.
Some kind of beast.
It's like a beast thing.
Yeah, some time beast.
The thing. The thing from season 1.
I don't think she'll die either. I think she'll come back later on. It's the bit.
No, I think I'm going back to it. Right, so in the new TVA now, or the restored TVA, so there was a key point that Mobius said, because I think he was talking to B-15 in it.
Yeah.
And anyway, so he basically said to her that he's located some more Kang variants. And there was one in particular that he said was basically causing trouble on 616, which is obviously our universe, the one that the main universe on the MCU, and but he said, but they took care of it. So when he said it, I was like, that's Kang the Conqueror from Quantumania. So I was like, that's sick. Anyway, but then he said that they took care of him. So then Aaron was saying, I don't know if he was like watching YouTube, but anyway, Aaron was saying, that's confirmed that he's actually gone, that he's actually dead. And I was like, well, to be honest, it doesn't necessarily mean that he's gone. It just means that they think he's gone. Because at the end of Quantumania, he went into that thing.
Like
he went into his
So I mean, I don't know. I'm just speculating because I want it to be true, but he could just be trapped somewhere that maybe they can't see.
Yeah.
So they're assuming that he's gone. Yeah, I know it's a stretch.
There's 2 people now. There's 2 separate groups that have said he's dead, that he's gone. Remember at the end of Quantumania, the post-credit scene, the Council of Kangs even said they can't feel his presence. And these are the exact same people. And even the other Kangs, how can they not feel his presence if he's not dead?
Well, the point is, even if he does reach...
I think he's gone, man.
Wait, I think he's
gone. So, if he's... I hope he's not gone. But if he is gone, I was speaking to... it was Leah... Was it today? Yeah. Anyway, I was talking to Leah and I was just like, if Kang the Conqueror from Quantumania is actually dead, then... The Quantumania movie sucks even more, because that means the movie was absolutely pointless.
Yeah,
it was.
Because that means you brought in what seemed to be the strongest Kang variant. So obviously when everyone's watching it, we're like, okay, so this is the main Kang, the most powerful Kang. The most formidable Kang, which, to be honest, the council confirmed because they banished him. So they confirmed that he was the strongest. Now, if that Kang is actually dead, then there was no point him even being introduced.
No.
Okay, well let's...
Because Kang Dynasty is whoever's going to be in the MCU at the time is going to be fighting the Council of Kangs. They should have just left it like that instead of making Quantumania.
True.
Do you know what I mean? It makes no sense now.
But it's only speculation. You never know. He may appear.
He better appear because it makes no sense.
And for me, especially if the MCU is keeping it like that, if he is supposed to be the strongest variant, I don't understand that he could just die like that. So
yeah.
Well, that's what we was all thinking when we went to watch that.
So it just sounds more like realistic kind of thing to make him trapped somewhere rather than
Let's not double guess Kevin. Kevin's always got something up his sleeve. So.
Kevin doesn't have
don't know anymore.
It used to be so simple once upon a time. I don't know what
this is multiverse.
I don't trust Marvel now.
Yeah, but this is multiverse saga. Multiverse. Just think about it. It's just all confusing anyway.
No, it's not.
It's all confusing.
It doesn't have to be.
Well,
It is because they're not doing things right.
After that, what happens?
no.
Mobius goes back to his own.
Yeah, he's fine.
Oh,
yeah,
You just get to
yeah,
see how it plays out,
That's what
basically.
it is,
His own life.
To the original one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sylvie was with him.
Yeah.
So
But then she left.
Sylvie's gone
Yeah.
out of business.
Okay,
She's
yeah.
gone
She
to
left. She
Joey.
said it felt different.
She's probably
obviously,
continuing
without
what she
Loki,
was
innit?
doing in
Yeah,
McDonald's and
Yeah,
that.
yeah.
Because
So,
obviously they're missing Loki, so they're not the same, obviously. 'Cause
Yeah.
it's usually them
It's all
three.
the same. So.
And then it cuts off.
back to Loki and he smiles.
Yeah, I like that smell.
I like
Yeah,
that.
yeah, that was
because
nice.
he can probably see.
Of course, you can
What's
see all
going
of
on,
it.
because
You can
he's
see
a loom.
Yeah.
It's
So that was
interesting
nice, yeah.
because,
Yeah.
That was nice.
And
they're talking about
Yeah.
they're possibly gonna,
Season
introduce
3.
a season 3. So who knows what's gonna happen?
But I can't see a
with Loki.
season 3 with this Loki. It's too
Yeah,
good. There's no
they're gonna
point.
do something.
It's not
Something's
even the
gonna
fact that
happen.
he's too good. He can't move.
He can't.
No,
move.
it's not.
Gonna
Like,
be
so-
gonna
like
change
yeah,
it.
like
But he's too broken,
like me and
though.
Daddy
He
were
doesn't need
saying.
it now.
Obviously, he would obviously need. There's no point having Loki in the next phases if he's the temporal loom. So obviously
Yeah.
he moves from his position,
Well,
and
he's not
obviously
the
we know that
temporal-
if he
no,
moves,
He pretty much is.
yes, but we know that if he moves, the branches obviously are gonna die. And war is gonna come because he did what he did so he could stop war from coming.
Yeah.
So obviously something is gonna make him move because we know the war is gonna come.
Yeah.
And Daddy,
Yeah.
like Daddy was saying, that what could make him
And I
move?
think
It would have to be to do with his
he would
brother.
I think he'll definitely be in the event.
No,
So
because-
whether or not Thor's gonna be in
it
season
won't be
3
just 4.
or what?
No,
yeah, but nothing
I don't-
else is
I
gonna
don't-
make
I
him
don't
move.
He's the only
Unless
one
it's
that really
Sylvie.
knows
I don't
about
think
Kang.
that makes any sense.
He knows about
cannot
Kang.
sacrifice. He cannot sacrifice all of the timelines for his brother.
No,
He
it
is his
won't be.
brother.
Nah,
No.
it could be that maybe the council find him,
No. Yeah.
and remove him from his position so the war can start.
But what we're implying, it's not like he's just going to throw away the timeline. He's going to think of
Yeah,
something
of course.
to
Yeah.
so the timelines can remain.
Yeah.
While he goes and
That's
sorts
what I
something
said.
out. That's
Okay.
all. But we just don't know.
Because he
But I
definitely
don't
will be in
But that's just all speculation.
Because he's
Yeah.
really the only one that knows about Kang, so he has to warn the other Avengers
Yeah.
that he's come. They're
So
coming.
figure
innit?
something. We'll see.
But again, this
We'll
is
see
what
how it
I'm
pans
saying. This goes back to my point, because if he's gonna warn them that Kang is coming, I don't understand how, like, Kang is gonna struggle against Loki.
No.
I
he's
don't
not.
know.
I
He is,
agree.
because he's the only one that can manipulate time.
I still agree.
He
I see, I don't
can't
like
do it.
that.
I
So
still
I
agree,
don't
but he
think-
won't be as broken as his
No.
commentator. I think they're gonna nerf him.
Yeah,
Definitely.
and
They
I
have
feel
to
like
nerf him.
I feel like he
Definitely
can't
got
really
nerfed.
manipulate time. I know you can rewrite like stories and maybe pause,
Yeah.
but I don't think he can manipulate time, because if he can, then yes, he is on Kang level, but he's not on Kang.
No,
We
no,
know
no.
he's
So he
not.
can't manipulate time to the full extent as Kang. But
Yeah,
technically,
manipulate
he
his
is
own
still
time.
manipulating time.
I
Because he
think
can go back,
No,
he can
because,
go forward.
because even when he was time slipping and he was trying to figure out different things,
Yeah.
he was technically rewriting stories and restarting and whatever.
Yeah.
it was
So he
still
wasn't
failing.
really changing the
yeah,
story.
but it was still
Yeah,
failing because
they're gonna
Kang
nerf
knew
it.
already
They're gonna nerf it.
what everything you're doing is not going to work, because he already knows how it's going to plan out.
Okay.
So he can't really manipulate time. Kang is still above what
I think
Loki
they're
can
gonna
do.
nerf it in
Okay.
a way you
Basically.
only
But
manipulate
think
his
about,
own
but
time.
but think about it.
His
Yeah.
own
Think
time.
about it. Okay, alright. Okay, so cool. So if Kang comes now, and let's say he kills everyone, all it takes is for Loki to go back.
Yeah.
So you're saying, okay, so even
Can-
if he goes back, they're still gonna
It's
die.
still gonna
Hang on,
happen.
but hang on.
Okay.
Can
It's still gonna happen.
Can Loki, in this new role that he's playing, can he just go back? In this new
No,
role, of holding
no,
timelines together?
not whoa.
Not now.
Not at
do
this
you mean?
point when he's
No.
when he's
When he's
protecting the
holding everything,
timelines.
No.
No. But let's say he moves, the war starts.
Oh, I see
Then
what
he
you mean.
can start.
Well, yeah. So
You know. Anyway, I don't
We've seen
know.
it, but
I
yeah,
don't know.
he is really broken. He's probably the strongest MCU character currently.
Yeah,
I
at
can't
this-
see
at
another
this point,
character
yeah.
stronger than him. To me.
Yeah.
But basically, I just feel
Probably.
like what Loki is doing currently. Yeah, he's literally just trying to delay the inevitable, because
Yeah.
we already know the war is coming,
Yeah.
and He Who Remains already said, the temporal loom is the only thing that's stopping the war. So if the temporal loom is not there, there's only going to be one sacred timeline, and the war's going to come.
Yeah.
So him stepping in as a temporal loom, he's literally just delaying the inevitable.
Okay.
So if he moves, it's going to come. So because He Who Reigns already knows what's going to happen. So him, by sitting on that throne or whatever, he's just delaying what is going to come.
last question. So
Basically.
where is he that remains?
He who remains.
Dead.
Where is he now?
He's dead.
He's gone.
He's still dead.
He's
yeah.
gone.
No, he's gone
But
now.
obviously
He's gone
he
now.
was talking about reincarnation, so he's not worried.
No,
he's not
Warren. He's not the
I-
council. So
He means his other
he
variants.
means the other variants.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
So
He's
gone.
not he who remains.
He's done
gone.
his job. He won the war. He's done. He was already
We
done.
might have gotten a little bit carried away with our little debate, as we do. We have like very like long debates. It could probably go on a lot longer, but we're just gonna jump straight into the ratings then. So I'll rate it as 6 out of 10.
Yeah, I would do
That's alright.
6.5. I would give it a 6.5.
Yeah. Yeah, I think 6 is good because I think there was a couple of poor episodes, but overall I think it was better than average. So yeah. I would say 6 is perfect for me. And Aaron?
I'll give it about 7.5.
7.5.
Give it about 7.5.
That's yeah.
I like the last
Maybe
episode.
that's
The
too
last
high.
episode was good.
And that last episode pushed it up to 7.5.
Yeah, I think the whole season was quite good. Like I said, I only think there was only one episode we all came away saying this was actually rubbish, which
Yeah.
was
Which was
episode 5.
episode
Yeah.
5.
Other than that, we all said it was either okay,
Yeah.
decent. So
I think
feel about
without the
7.5.
finale, it probably
Okay.
would have been a 4 for me. Yeah.
Oh, no,
Yeah, I mean, it probably would have been a 5. Yeah, something like
Yeah,
that. Something like
yeah.
that. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah,
But it was
so
better than
7.5.
season 1.
Way
Yeah.
better.
So,
Way better.
Alright.
Yeah, it was okay. It was a good ending. The
Yeah.
finale was good.
Yeah.
So yeah, they did end with a bang, I would say.
Yeah, it was good.
Yeah.
Well, I
So
wouldn't say bang, but
Better
it
than
ended on a good note.
Better than Secret
It ended on a
Invasion,
good note.
like,
It ended
Better
on
than
a
Secret
good note.
Invasion ended, so it was alright.
Oh
yeah,
yeah.
that was just
But yeah.
yeah.
was pretty good.
But yeah, it was good. So thank you guys for watching, for tuning into this review / debate, as we did have our little discussion, you know, as we do, as I mentioned. Please like, comment, subscribe and share if you liked the video. We would love for you to join our family. Yeah, and tune in for our next video. Pan time out.